Hello there, one and all, and welcome to episode 333 of Love at First Scent with me, Persolaise, coming to you live from YouTube or on YouTube, the very first episode of 2023, which means I should start by wishing all of you a very, very happy new year. May it bring you nothing but laughter and good health and success and lots of fun times with those nearest and dearest to you. And we are going to start in a moment as we mean to go on. We're going to start by smelling something that I have not smelt before, something brand new, as you can see from the video title, something brand new from L'Artisan Parfumeur. First comment goes to Tina, who says, that sounds promising. Yes, I guess it kind of does. And also, a lot of you may recognize what this is. I will talk about that in a moment and say my thank yous. Pradeep is saying, hello, happy 2023. Same to you. Joe is here as well saying, happy new year, Mr. P. Hope you had a lovely break. Yes, thank you very much. Is it possible, says Netta, I am catching a live from the beginning? Yes, I think it is. DJ's here as well. Rich Mitch is here too. Frag Chitown says greetings from Illinois. Lots and lots of people tuning in. Ryan says greetings from Montreal. Is it Mika or Micah? Says scent of the day is Chanel Le Lion. Sharon is here saying greetings from Dallas, Texas. John is saying hello from New Jersey, USA. And Natalie says, hello, wow, I was just watching another video. Well, I'm glad the notification worked for you. Okay, before we smell this one, as it's the first video of the year, I should just do a tiny little bit of housekeeping for the benefit of those who may be watching one of these videos for the very, very first time. And of course, it would help if I knew what I was going to say. Right, so I am a perfume critic who writes under a pseudonym that isn't really a pseudonym anymore, Persolaise, because my real name has been out there in the public domain for a long time. I've got a blog called persolaise.com where I try to do as many written reviews and written updates as possible, but I'm also very, very active on this YouTube channel here. And several years ago, I started this series of videos called Love at First Scent, the original idea of which was that I would smell perfumes for the first time along with you and give you my first impressions. And then also, a few hours after the initial spray of the perfume, I would come back and update the video description with some notes on how the scent has developed. The series has changed and altered a little bit with time. We still do quite often we still do the whole thing of smelling a perfume for the first time, but we also smell classic scents, we smell vintage scents, we smell scents that may be significant for whatever reason. We also do interviews with industry figures. I've got a few lined up for you for January. And I should also say that if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do consider doing so. Please make sure you click on the little bell icon so that you get notifications of new videos. And if you enjoy this video and you enjoy the other ones and you enjoy reading the posts on persolaise.com, please do also consider supporting my work. You can find out how to do that by clicking on the link to my Ko-fi page in the video description below. Right. The very, very rough plan for those of you planning to stick around for the lives today is that we may do 2 more videos after this one. We will certainly do 1 more, and if we can squeeze in a 3rd one, then I will do that as well. But we're going to start with this. What comments have I missed? Vibrant and joyful jumper, Persolaise test trips. Yeah, I thought it would be good to start with an auspicious color, right? We're not that far away from Chinese New Year, am I right? Am I wrong? And so I thought, let's go red. Paolo says, for those who don't know, the man's name is John Smith. Oh, mine. Very funny. Eric says, I'm in Fleur du Mal today. How could they discontinue it? I know. I was thinking of that. I was thinking of doing a video on that one the other day. And Woozy, I will get to your comment in a moment. Okay. So this came with this. And we will get onto this in a moment, although a lot of you have figured out what it is already. This is a sample of the latest release from L'Artisan Parfumeur. It's called Soleil de Provence, and I think we could all do with a little bit of Soleil de Provence at the moment. It's a release composed for them by Daphne Bugey, who has done quite a lot for them. I was thinking, and I have not sprayed this. This arrived the other day in the post, and I thought, right, perfect. This means we can genuinely start the year with a perfume that I've not smelt before from an exciting brand. And I was but in the run up to sort of preparing for this video, I was thinking about how I could possibly sum up Daphne Bugey's style, and I suppose in a way she seems to be called on by perfume brands when they want to create something that feels very, very naturalistic. She seems to have a particular skill with florals. I suppose she's best known for her rose, for Le Labo, which for many people is one of their favorite roses. She did a lot for Le Labo several years ago. She's done quite a lot for L'Artisan. She's done quite a lot for Penhaligons. She was the creator of one of my favorite Penhaligons, which has been discontinued. That was Roaring Radcliffe from the Portrait series. Eric says, I'm curious about this one. I didn't love Mimosa pour moi, but I do love Mimosa. Yes, and it's interesting you bring up Mimosa pour moi because that was a kind of long-standing and for a lot of people, much loved mimosa scent. I really, really enjoyed L'Artisan's candle version of Mimosa pour moi, which I think was called Mimosa Marin, which is just one of the most beautiful, one of the most realistic mimosa candles, I thought. So I guess from Daphne Bugey, we expect realistic florals. She doesn't seem to be the kind of perfumer that goes for abstraction. She seems to be a more figurative, but feel free to disagree. If you think there are some scents out there in her catalogue that kind of disprove what I'm saying or go against what I'm saying, do feel free to disagree. Let's have a little bit of a debate about her style. Okay, we need to spray. So the very, very first new perfume of 2023, Soleil de Provence. Let's just line this up properly because there isn't much in these vials. Okay, here we go. What is the forehead going to say, ladies and gents? Let's have a little bit of a nose clear. Okay. It starts off a lot more citrusy than I would have expected, actually. But not orangey citrusy and not very, very obviously bergamoty citrusy. It's quite lemony. But I must say, I'm a little bit thrown by it because even though I think I can detect some faint traces of mimosa in there, actually what this is coming across as is a lemony white floral. And we mustn't be unfair to the scent, okay? Because mimosa is not name checked in the name, right? It's just Provence and sunshine. The little blurb here says a winter walk in Provence, lemon and benzoin portray a sunny and powdery mimosa. Fine, but there's definitely a kind of lemon going into maybe jasmine, ylang ylang, white floral type thing happening here. And I must say, and sorry to start the year on a note like this, maybe not as convincing as it could have been. Maybe not as rich and dense as I would have wanted a sunshiny white floral to be. Sorry, is that really, really terrible to start the year on a down? I guess I did say start as we mean to go on, and what you always get from me is complete honesty. Bathroom cleaner citrus says, Mo, no, not at all. No. It's definitely nowhere near that. Or I mean, it's not awful at all. I don't want to sound harsh about it, but it doesn't feel especially rich or complex, but also nowhere near bathroom cleaner. Okay. What else are people saying? Admira says, OMG, I came in late. Hi, Mr. Persolaise. Just had my L'Artisan Parfumeur order delivered. I wish I got the Soleil de Provence sample so I can have one with the discussion as well. Well, maybe you need to get another order from them. Pradeep says, is it too sweet? Yes, possibly, and maybe in that ersatz fakey sweet type way. Is this part of the main line or their higher end one? Says Woozy. No, it's part of the main line, but it's part of their what do they call the thing? It's not the sort of the travel series but it's in the standard L'Artisan bottle. Tiny little bit of blurb. Inspired by the sun-drenched landscapes of Provence, Soleil de Provence asserts itself like a warm smile with a sparkling freshness. Maybe it could have been a touch warmer. Signed by master perfumer Daphne Bugey, the fragrance first presents itself as an homage to the mimosa flower and its bright yellow color that guides the road stretching from Baume les Mimosas to Grasse. And I have to say, if you do ever have a chance to go to that part of the world, round about sort of February, please do, because the burst, the explosion of mimosa really, really is something else. And if you can get to maybe somewhere like Nice for their Bataille de Fleurs, which I wrote about for base notes, I think, do try to take that opportunity. This winter sun offers its green, floral, and powdered notes with honeyed and woody facets to this luminous scent. Okay, slight translation issue there, never mind. Yellow comes up again with the sparkling freshness of lemon and bergamot. Sunshine is at the heart of Soleil de Provence with the sun-soaked ylang-ylang flower and the heat emanating from the balmy notes of benzoin and vanilla, a joyous fragrance that remains close to its ingredients and embraces a southern art of living. Okay, I think that's overselling it. It could have, Pradeep says, I would love a Menton citrus scent. Yes, and wouldn't it be great if this were actually really bursting with photorealism? Maybe they decided to play it safe with some of the materials in the composition. Maybe they could have gone for something a little bit more substantive. Paolo says, I feel it's a very boring fragrance, unfortunately. I mean, it's not terrifically compelling, I have to say. And it's already starting to go into the territory of somewhat more generic lemony white florals. Let me just label the blotter. Okay, there will be a blotter update, but this one isn't, I'm not kind of freaking out about this. Let me just very, very quickly mention this one. This is from very early in 2022, so from very early last year. This is Iris de Gris from L'Artisan Parfumeur, composed by Quentin Biche. And if you watched my Best of 22 video last week, a few days ago, you will remember that I put this on my list of the best perfumes of 2022. And I just kind of pretty casually mentioned that I wanted to save up to buy a full bottle for myself because I didn't have a full bottle. And then, oh my goodness, suddenly you decided you would be extremely generous and you basically funded this bottle. So thank you very much. And as the very, very, very generous contributions and donations were coming through, I said, right, I am going to order a bottle and then I will do a video where I sort of open it with you and publicly say thank you. So seriously, thank you so much. I was so overwhelmed. And it's amazing to be able to add this to my L'Artisan collection, because every single time I look at it and every single time I wear it, I will be able to think or remind myself that it came from you. A Admirer says, not trying to discredit L'Artisan, but I feel some of their scents are better enjoyed as is without their descriptions. Is not as accurate. I still like Food Absinthe. Okay. Now, I'm going to be really, really awful and not spray this on skin straight away, because I know what one of the videos that I want to do is coming up, and so I need to keep skin clear. But let's just have the first spray with you. So thank you very, very, very much. Iris de Gris, gifted by you to me, and let's just remind ourselves of how wonderful it is. Pop that on there, and I'm going to enjoy wearing this. Thank you very, very much. I feel like I need to review it, and I've actually remembered that I reviewed it last year and I've put it on the list. But if you haven't heard of it, or if you're not aware of it, it's a really, really great kind of retro, but also very, very modern green iris, with a great balance between the greens and the iris, actually. So thank you very, very much. That is going to have pride of place in my collection. And I think we're done with this video. So we're going to take a couple of minutes out to let YouTube do its thing. And we will come back with a scent that is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year. So start thinking about what that might be. But for the moment, thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye.